We grow several different types of squash, but the two most common are the Crown Prince, which is the best keeping squash, and butternut squash, which is probably one of the worst keeping. They're all planted in after the first frost, so that would be in sort of mid-early May. If you get a good summer, they'll normally ripen towards the end of September. The best way to keep them once we deliver them to your house is in a warm, dry room. So quite unlike most other vegetables that like to be in the fridge, squash definitely don't like to be. The ideal is about 20 degrees centigrade, so that's about room temperature. So, on a shelf in the kitchen is great. The most difficult thing about a squash from a cook's perspective is the skin. And if you really can't be bothered to peel them, the best thing is to just roast them in segments and then scoop out the flesh. Either just serve them like that, scoop them out of their skins at the table, or indeed some people eat them with their skins on. In India they normally eat the skin, as a matter of fact. Or you can then, having cooked them, scoop out the flesh if you want to make a soup or a risotto. So to try and avoid cutting yourself, when you're going to peel or deal with a squash, the most important thing is to get cut it in half and get a flat surface so it then sits on the board. So I'm just going to knock off the stalk and cut it in half. That's the first thing. So a good strong knife down through the centre, turn it over, round you go, and you've got two halves. But then at least it's going to sit flat on the board. Squash skin is really hard, but I would just urge anyone, especially a Riverford vegetable box customer, to make sure that they do have a really good veg peeler. So this is a Crown Prince squash, which is the hardest of all of them, and you can see that even so, it does peel it pretty easily. So I suppose I'm just urging you all to make sure that you get a really good vegetable peeler. I mean, they all have hundreds of seeds inside them, and if you go to a health food shop you will find dried squash seeds. But you can do them yourself. When you scoop out the centre, if you sort out the seeds from the flesh, you can then dry them in a bottom oven and then maybe just sort of roast them with some soy sauce, and then make a great snack. That's ready now to be roast, fried, mashed, boiled, made into a soup, a risotto. There's roast to go with your lunch. I mean, it really is a very versatile and easy vegetable to deal with.